Hello and welcome in today's video. Since Halloween is coming up, I thought it was a good idea to draw a little spooky character. She's not really spooky, but it's like a middle between spooky and cute. So I did the sketch beforehand. Together we're just going to do the line art, the coloring and rendering. The rest of the illustration basically. What I like about line art is like how smooth it is. I'm really between two sets where I like to have texture in my line art, but at the same time, I always go back to this brush with really, well, no texture basically. And for some reason, it makes me more comfortable to draw without texture. I like to add texture when it's about, the rendering and coloring steps, but not about the line art. I think I've tried a few times to draw with the texture one, like for example the dry ink brush, and I don't know, it doesn't feel the same. I don't know, maybe it's just my style of drawing. Honestly, I don't have much to say during this video, so it might be some parts when I'm gonna talk about something of the illustration that I liked or something, but I might leave some parts where I just wanna let you enjoy the drawing process and the music. So I have a really mixed energy with Halloween. So I love dressing up and putting some makeup and stuff like this, but I literally do hate scary movies or anything scary. For example, my boyfriend is begging me to watch The Walking Dead with him because it's his favorite show, and I can't, there's no way he's gonna make me watch The Walking Dead. Which is really weird because I watched Game of Thrones, it's one of my favorite series, and the White Walkers are totally fine. Well, I was closing my eyes sometimes, but not all the time. But The Walking Dead, I can't. It's like scary movie. I can't watch these movies because, well, first of all, the mask is creeping me out. So anyway, yeah, this is my feeling with Halloween. But what I like to do always is like dressing up and opening the door to kids because I think it's really cute. After the plain color, I'm doing all of the shadows and the different tone I want to add to the illustration and blending everything together. I don't know why, but I really like blending the shadows on the skin. And a small tip, yeah, pick a color warmer than the skin tone that you choose. It would give just more contrast to the illustration. The skin tone that you see on the screen is totally different, and you will see the final image. The color of the skin is completely different. Another small tip for the eyes, try not to pick a white color. I know on the screen it looks like it's white, but I always go in the yellow tone and just go up, but not going immediately to the white. I will try to put something on the screen if I can remember, but not really white because it just look weird, I guess. Also, I really enjoy to add different colors on the clothes. Even though now that I think about it, I should have go for other colors than purple. Maybe contrast all with maybe some blue or some green, just to add more tones to it. But okay, it's a bit too late. I really enjoyed drawing this little pumpkin. I think it's really cute. I really loved adding the different tones to it and the shadows. And as you can see, I'm adding a little of purple. I don't think I added enough now that I see it, but it's really nice to add different tones to what the colors should be. It just adds more contrast, I think. Choosing the color, I think, is pretty hard, and I have a lot of difficulty with that because I just feel like it's not gonna work. Most of my illustration, I end up choosing another color at the final stage, but not all the time. Sometimes I can make it myself and be like, okay, this is the color, but that's not often. I don't know why, but I feel like my way of drawing hair is really strange. So I start with doing some lines on the hair to add some kind of texture. I believe it's the dry ink brush that is already on Procreate, and I just adjusted a few settings to make it look like how I wanted. I think adding these lines add some maybe volume, and I don't know how many times I said this, but texture. To explain a bit this part, I grab a darker color than the skin color, making disappear the black line art to make it the same color as the skin or the hair and the clothes. And in this case, the pumpkins. So coming back to what I was saying before about the hair, this is the part where I'm going over the line art layer and add some more texture to the hair to make it like floaty and fluffy and have a lot of volume. And I try not to go over all parts of it so we can still see sometimes the lines under it. I'm also adding different tones of purple. One of my favorite parts is the lighting, but I think it adds a great punch to the illustration. I just draw like where I want the light to come from. In this situation is the right, and we can play with the different settings and different blending mode as well. I know it might look weird when you see this like that, but it's just some nice lighting that I'm adding to make it look like, I'm not too sure honestly. At first it was more like light from a window coming, and I think it looks great. And this part might look weird as well, but this is some added shadows. Just add some black at some areas and put the opacity down so it looks darker at some places where I want it to be. And I think it works well with the rest of the illustration. And as always, I'm adding a nice galaxy background because apparently I can't live without it. And it's really hard to know if it's too much or not. Okay, so this is the end of the process. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really love Halloween and I really wanted to make something. I've been making some Halloween and witch stuff recently during this month. So if you want to check it out, you can have a look at my Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself and bye bye.